What is going on? This is SAMOK Fit. Checking in with you guys. You guys are doing well, doing terrific, and we are back with another video. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to manage running with fat loss. In case you don't know, as of today, I am currently 7 weeks out from the next competition, my next bodybuilding show. Yes, I'm competing again, and I'm still planning to run. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, as a coach, running can be hard, especially when it comes to fat loss. So I thought I'd put a video together, kind of give you like a guideline for you to follow in case you want to get into running or you want to use running and pair that with some sort of fat loss or body composition goals. We are currently at first spot right now. I'm about to get it after a long run. How many miles am I going to be doing? I am just not sure. So typically my long run is going to be ranging anywhere between 6 to 10 miles, and based on how I feel, fat loss is going, how I'm recovering. At least in my long runs, I'm going to be trying to get between 6 to 10 miles. So currently I'm running 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and again, this is Saturday. It's going to be a long run for me. And Tuesday, Saturday is my medium runs, and anywhere between 3 to 5 miles. Of course, the main goal right now is body composition, is fat loss goal, is trying to get shredded as much as possible. So I'm gonna get this out of the way real quick. And the first main point I want to drive home is one, I'm not using running as a means of cardio. My means of cardio right now during the fat loss phase is going to be step count, managing my step count. Yes, I'm tracking the amount of calories I'm expending from running. I'm attaching that to my fat loss goal, but I'm not running because I'm trying to use it as a form of caloric expenditure. I'm running because, again, I enjoy running. It challenges me, something I want to keep doing. And also I want to maintain my fitness, because one of my future goals after this competition is over, I'm transitioning into a marathon prep. As far as the fuel that we are going to be using for this run is going to be 2 scoops of the G1M Sport, 2 of the electrolyte packets here, and this is 500 milligrams of sodium, so I have 2. That's 1,000 milligrams of sodium right there. And again, this is about 20 grams of carbs per serving, and this already has 250 milligrams of sodium. So in total, I'm taking about 1,700 milligrams of sodium, and I'm taking 40 grams of carbs to get this run started. So I've talked about this review before that I've done in the past. So this is the Nike Gore-Tex Pegasus 3, I believe, and it's an awesome shoe for trail running. So I like to swap between this shoes and the one I have on my feet right now, which is the Hoka Clifton 8. And I know this is not a shoe review, but I want to give a review real quick. I already did a review on this. I like this for trail running on even surfaces, but the run I'm doing today is going to be a lot of even surface. So the reason why I'm bringing this, I switch to this if I need to, is because I have a little bit of injury. Now I won't call it injury, but a nagging injury, a nagging pain or discomfort, I should say, on my outside foot. But I found this to be a little more sturdier, not a lot of cushioning compared to the Clifton 8s, but I found this to be a little more sturdier, and that's why I like to switch from time to time. But my go-to run, if I have to choose, if I don't have that issue, still be the Hoka Clifton 8s.
Yeah. It's heavy. Famous love. Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go, down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots around my neck. Self-respect, when you out of line, you put yourself in check.
So upon further review, I'm going to be switching to the Nike Pegasus, just because from the pogo stick I was just doing just now, I can feel a slight pain on the outside. Not pain, discomfort, I would say. And one last quick thing I want to mention is this is the new windbreaker drop from the Unfit brand. In case you don't know, yes, that is my new clothing line. There will be a link in the description if you want to support all this, the Champion Unfit collab. So if you are interested, link in the description, or support the brand. But without further ado, change the shoes and let's get after this run. Alright, so we finished the run. We did 10 miles, 1 hour, 30 minutes and 37 seconds, average 9-minute pace, and making the weekly total 16 miles. So let's dive into the point of this video, the reason why you clicked on this video. So how can you manage running with fat loss? Again, let me reiterate again, let me establish that again. If your goal is fat loss, improve body composition, and you think running will get you there, or running is an avenue for you to, or is the best avenue for you to get to that point, that is a wrong move. The goal of fat loss is you want to create an avenue for you to expend calories. That calories can be tracking your step count, calories can be rowing, calories can be Tabata. I was on the Nick Bear podcast last week and I was talking about exactly this point on how can you change variable to aid fat loss. So I want to make sure I drive that home completely that the reason why I'm running is not to aid fat loss. I'm running because I still enjoy it, something difficult. So this is the reason why you click on this video, to give you some key points on how you, if you want to run because you enjoy it and your goal is still fat loss, how can you balance that? So the best way to balance that, just like if you want to do anything, is one, you want to make sure you have a plan. What is your plan? Because if you have a plan, you most likely will stick to it and you're just not going to wing it. You're not going to show up and just do random long runs when you don't need to do that, like random long runs, because you do have a plan. So my plan for myself right now is I want to have a cap in mileage, meaning I don't want to do anything more than 20 miles per week. So like I said earlier, I do 3 runs during the week, and that first run can be anywhere between 3 to 5 miles. That second run can be between anything between 3 to 5 miles. So if I cap it at 5 miles on each day, that means I have 6 to 10 mile run on my long run. And again, because you have that plan doesn't mean you cannot adjust. As you get deeper into the constant spread, leverages are going to be changing, fatigue is going to set in, and you have to readjust what that cap for mileage per week is. So the second point is going to be recovery, right? What are some of your recovery tools? You have to understand being in a caloric deficit is a stress-inducing process. Cortisol level is going to be up, fatigue is going to be high. You're in a caloric deficit, you're not eating enough calories for you to allow yourself to recover to begin with. So make sure you do your due diligence on the other variables that you can control to make sure you're putting yourself in a position to recover properly. And of course, let's talk about nutrition. Again, like I said, you're in a caloric deficit, you're not eating enough. How long are you about to recover? So days like a long run like this, I am going to be auto-regulating. I'm going to do something called refeed. Refeed essentially is when you have a higher caloric intake, especially carbs, bringing my protein down a little bit, reducing my fat, and shifting a lot of those calories to my carbohydrates. Making sure refeed is going to be a point, meaning I'm upping my carb, allowing me to recover. The last one I'm going to be sharing is run your easy runs easy, meaning your runs should be in zone 2. Zone 2 meaning method 180 minus your age. That is going to be your goal for the week. That's going to be your goal for the run. Meaning most of your runs, when you're running, you should be able to have a conversation with somebody standing next to you. The last one I want to share with you guys is actually something I put on my Instagram. I put on Instagram reel, essentially is something I knew, something I wish I knew when I first started running, and that is the run-walk method. If your goal is to run while going through a fat loss phase, you can use the run-walk method. So the run-walk method is essentially if you have a mileage or if you have a time cap for your run. Okay, if I have 4 miles run, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to give myself, I'm going to run as far as I can. Maybe I'm going to run 5 minutes. I'm going to walk 1 or walk 2. I'm going to run 5. I'm going to walk 2 until you reach the mileage or the time. And what this is going to allow you to do is limit the impact that your joint is having. And if you're somebody that's typically run on a higher heart rate and you try to bring your heart rate back to zone 2, it's actually going to allow you to have a lower average heart rate, meaning being that zone 2. Using the run walk method and being that zone 2 is going to allow you to improve. Fatigue is not going to set in as much. Lactic acid is not going to, lactate is not going to build up as much. And if that doesn't build up as much, that's going to put you in a position to actually recover enough or recover faster to show up for your next run. So if your goal is to run during the fat loss phase, or your run while you're trying to lose some weight or lose some fat, those are the key points that you should be taking into account if that is what you want to keep doing. And again, like I said, I will say this again, you don't have to run to lose fat. But if you do want to run, using those key points will allow you to keep running for as long as possible and still achieve your goal. If you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.